Hello everybody, Rank Gamers here for another spotlight. This time on the UNSC M820 Scorpion, made by Premio Super T. So earlier today, I was looking on the workshop, and I was actually really surprised to find this because I didn't expect to find any like Halo ground vehicles like a tank. But by far, this is my favorite Halo tank that has come out so far, because it has all of the functions that you'd ever really imagine having on a Halo tank, because it looks almost exactly like it. Let me pop up the tabs so you can see all the functions. Number one is the tank firing, so you can actually fire a missile out like that, like you would in the actual tank. But the cool part is when I fire this, it lets the back thing move right here. When you actually fire on a tank, you always see that go backwards, like on the Halo Reach tank thing. I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever really seen on one of these tanks. The lights are 7, and I really like this because it has the lights positioned perfectly for the Halo tank, and it looks beautiful. Also, for other functions, you can look in the camera like this as you're driving. So if you were to drive, you can look like this, and then fire the tank gun like that. And it's really awesome. You can have all the lights on. But there's also a turret on the actual cannon like you see in the Halo game. There's also the turret down below. The turning turret that you always can hop on in all of the Halos, which I found really cool as well, because the turret down there actually turns and it's not a static turret. But I'll show you the one on the cannon. This is kind of like Halo 1 where it had the turn on top, but also the turret on the actual bottom. As you can see, it's right there down below in the corner. Right, it's F that exits that. And then as you can see, the cockpit is my favorite part. The other favorite part, at least. You can look in here, it looks really cool. You can see some really amazing LCDs in here, and you can see that they put a lot of detail in this, which I really find an appreciation for, because you don't see a lot of things that have this much detail on the inside. Oh my goodness, I just noticed something. It tells you the date. I can't remember. It's June 12th. I think it actually has my actual date on here. Oh my goodness, that's really cool. Okay, I've never seen anything show me the actual date, so I am really surprised to see that. I don't know if it's showing me the actual time, but that is amazing. And there's also another cool part. The door that you see right there, where it normally is, isn't just a static door. It actually opens when I hit 6. I found that amazing, because when you hop out, you can see the door open. You can actually hop in and stuff. That's really neat. And also you can see that they put a lot of detail all over the top of this, because you can see all the ground down lights and other things like buttons. I've noticed that they use really well on here, and the ground down half slope pieces, and it just looks really nice. And the extending cannon piece. Oh, this is by far my favorite build. Oh, I forgot. It also has rear lights, which I love to look at because they actually look the red. And another thing about this is to get the look of the tire that you always see on the Halo vehicle. They used a blueprint spanner thing. I forgot what they were called, but it's the thing that puts out the blueprints to give it a wheel look for the tire section. I thought that was really cool as well. And then let's get into the turret. I haven't actually gotten into this turret yet. I haven't tested it out yet, so I get to do it with you. Oh, this looks so cool, just like being in it. I don't know if I can just turn it or I have to go into the actual thing to turn. So let's try here. I think this is how you turn it. Oh, right. Okay, so then you can see the stuff down there. Is 3 how you rotate it? Nah. It's 5 how you rotate it. Nah. Okay, I'm gonna go in G to check this. So if I go right here, rotate. Oh, it's off. That's why it's not rotating. I see, that's the on and off. Machine gun, reverse. Maybe you click that to reverse it. I haven't tried this yet, so see. I'm thinking that I go 5? Huh. 4. Okay, so there's a lock. Number 4 is a lock that locks it in one position. Then you can turn on the firing. So then, say if you want to turn it, you press number 5. And then it turns back after you turn off number 4. As you can see, it's really cool. That is really cool, and it's going through me. I could have swore I hit 4. Okay, there we go. Let's turn off the cannon fire and go into camera. You can go into the camera, which is the cool part. There's a lot of cool parts about this, actually. So let's see how it looks when you actually turn it. So let's turn off 4. Turn. We're looking around. Looking for our enemy when we do this. I love it. I'm gonna do a battle scene at the end of this where the tank's probably just roaming to places. I might have it fire at a few things. Something like that. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to stop it now. There we go, okay. Let me see, number 2 is the firing. As you can see, it looks really cool. And on the actual tank turret, it can aim up and down the cannon piece. And I think that's really cool because it matches it pretty well that it can actually do that. And then one last thing about this design, it actually has air vents right here, which I found kind of funny because it actually adds a nice amount of detail right there. But it's nothing for purpose other than detail. Originally I thought it was for something like oxygen, but you're only sitting in a seat, so technically you wouldn't need oxygen because you're on a planet whenever you're driving this tank. So I found that kind of cool. But now, let's drive off into the distance and show you some action. And so, as you can see, during our little action scene, we ended up flipping our tank, and we damaged the whole, underside. That's not mattersome. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video of the tank. The link to the workshop build will be down below in the description. Like and subscribe for more content like this, because I will have more spotlights out soon. And yeah, so I will see you all later, and bye.